Hello, it's Claudio, the owner and producer of Mod Society. And I want to talk about one of the most frequently asked questions that we get from clients is, well, who's going to be on my date? Who's going to be singing on my wedding day? Who's going to be in the band? And that's a very good question. I'm happy to answer that. Let's talk about my roster. I run what is called a roster setup of a band, as opposed to a fixed band setup, which I ran for the first 9 years or so. Fixed band setup, everybody's always the same for every wedding, and there's very little variation. It's great, but it doesn't work when people need to sub out, people get sick. There's a lot of flaws to that pre-pandemic. Post-pandemic, we run what is called a roster setup. Now, after the pandemic, a lot of people moved in and out. The Great Resignation, all that stuff happened in the music industry as well. So I run what is called a roster setup, which means I have a roster of 10 plus different singers. I have 4 to 5 drummers, 4 to 5 guitar players. And these people have all been playing with me, some of them for over 15 years. And what's great about this is that if somebody needs to sub out for whatever reason, they want to go to their friend's wedding, they want to go on tour with another band, they want to just take a weekend off, or they get sick, I always have people within my roster ready to go that know the entire show top to bottom. So the roster setup is beautiful. It's been working great since 2018, especially post-pandemic. And the question is, how do you know who's going to be singing at your wedding? So usually during January, February, March of every season, I put together the rosters for every wedding for that year. And it's all based on the singer's availability, the musician's availability. And I also would like to know if you have any favorites. So if you came to one of our showcases and somebody stood out, please let me know. If you see on our Instagram or on our website, anybody that stands out, please let me know. I'll put that in the notes of your file. And I'm able to coordinate everything, all the pieces of the puzzle together. And hopefully I can put them in there, at least one person in there that you really like. I can't make any guarantees and I can't put any names in your contract for musicians. But I can guarantee that you're going to have the best, most incredible show that you've ever had in your entire life. That's what I deliver. That's what I'm selling, is the absolute most incredible night of partying and joy that you can possibly imagine through music. So that's the big question: who is going to be there my day of? Also, my role in all of this: I am the owner and the producer. I played every single wedding for about 10 years. Wow. And now I am more of that behind the scenes. I'm producing everything with my assistant Rachel, and I attend weddings as my schedule allows. I take a lot of weekends off, so maybe like 20% of the weddings I attend, if they're local especially. And otherwise, I'm just surfing and riding my bike. So I hope that answers that question. Let me know if you have any questions, and talk to you soon.